So what is this live activity and what are the views associated with it and how it works? Let's find out. So I'm going to live activities, displaying live data with live activities. So basically what it is live activities rely on WidgetKit functionality. And what they do is they allow the user to look at a certain piece of information that may be changing with time on their lock screen or on their home screen in the dynamic island. So dynamic island is a concept that Apple introduced with iOS 16 not too long ago. And what it does is it allows, for example, here, this is a dynamic island. And the information being shown here, it's on the lock screen, is that 3 items, food, whatever it may be, delivery, is arriving in 8 minutes. And who is bringing it? And if you were to pop open the home screen from the lock screen, it will stay here. It will update. You can interact with it. You can open your app from it. If there are multiple apps displaying, you can swipe between them. So this is all what the dynamic island does. And in terms of hardware, the dynamic island, okay, let's go take a look at it in our Xcode. So in the Xcode, there is this widget live activity. And in the preview, you will see these options: island compact, island expanded, minimal, and notification, right? So the island compact looks like this. You have got a leading and a trailing edge of it, and you can display information in it. That's what it's saying. Leading side, trailing side. That's where you can stick some information. And if you were to change it to, let's go with minimal. So with minimal, what happens is that this little circle pops out, it's detached, and it may show the information that you want to display in the most minimalistic of ways, which is what is here. And island expanded looks like this. It's a much bigger area and allows you to display additional information. So there are some examples: delivery in 8 minutes, delivery, and then there is a timer, minimalistic. Okay, expanded, island expanded has a lot more information, and it even allows you interaction. You can contact the person delivering it. Now, where is all this magic happening? And on this same page, you will see what options you have in terms of where to display what, leading, trailing, bottom, all these things, right? And this is all being done through this live activity. And here is where it's happening. How do you configure your dynamic island? Dynamic island, expanded region, leading, trailing, and bottom. See, this is where you could change it. I could say something like this here, and it should update as the preview gets built again. Compact is the compact island, and all we saw there was L and T, minimal is main. So this is where you can actually customize your dynamic island, the live activity. See, this yes appeared. So based on whatever is going on, you can update the interface. So that's what this live activity does. let's go back to our slides and just do a recap, final recap. So you saw through the widget how to build. That was our demo app, how to build the widget so that there is like an image slideshow going in it. And you figured out all the things related to it, where this text, where this content that shows up in the widget, where it's coming from, how to manipulate it. How about the configuration, the screen, whatever was going on? What is the timeline? All of these things we have covered. So you have a very good overview of widgets. And here is some food for thought for you. So I mentioned this before, that in the assets, you've got this 1x, 2x, 3x. Find out what that is, what difference it makes. And you could, theoretically move an image from 1x to 2x or 2x to 3x. So find out what that does. And what other types of assets can we put in an assets catalog? And finally, how do you launch the app using a custom URL scheme when an image is touched in the widget? This is something else you can look into. That's all for today, and I will see you in the next module.